Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode on Let's Talk About Us with Uche. Before we get started, please make sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram. Facebook, my Facebook is Let's Talk About Us with Uche. My Instagram is Talk with Uche, and my website is www.letstalkaboutus.org. That's www.letstalkaboutus.org. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, and share, and hit the bell notification so anytime I post a video, you'll be notified right away. And if you enjoy my contents, please share on your social media platforms so that even your friends, your family, whoever you think may benefit from my message could definitely also benefit as well. Thank you very much. So for today, I'm going to be talking about 5 group of people that you need in your life to be happy. 5 people that you need in order for you to attain happiness. I do want to say a quick shout out to Ryan, one of my really good friends that lives in South Africa, sent me this TED Talk video on YouTube a few months ago, and it definitely has been a game changer. A TED Talk by a woman named Stacey Flowers. Stacey Flowers is a motivational speaker who travels the world. She's an international motivational speaker who travels the world teaching people how to be happy. As cliche as it sounds, that is what she does. And you would be surprised. There are a lot of people who are not happy at all, who are genuinely not happy. I'm pretty sure we know a few people who are not happy. Or maybe they may claim to be happy, but if you know them on a personal level, you know that there's something definitely missing. And if you don't know somebody, it may be you. You know, I know for sure myself. I've been through phases in my life where I was naturally happy. I was naturally satisfied. And like I always say, we should all strive for growth. We should always be growing. Just like I mentioned in my very last episode, we should strive for growth. Growth should be a never-ending thing and on our agenda. We should strive for growth, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually, because I believe that there are 3 things that make up a person: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual, which is basically the body, the mind, and the soul. So shout out to Brian for sending me this video on TED Talk, on YouTube, and I'm gonna be putting the link down below so you can watch it as well. So of course, after watching this video, I was definitely blown away. Everything that Miss Flowers said in her video was nothing but the truth. I definitely introspected into my life and started realizing that not only I have some of these people or some of the resources to have some of these people and what some of these people represent in my life, and it was extremely important that I shared it with people. Of course, started with my own family. I shared it with my sisters, and I shared it with some of my really close friends. And I thought to make an episode about this, because I do believe that a lot of people need to hear this message, because I have really observed a lot of relationships with people that shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure, just like myself, we've all been in situations where we're in a relationship with people that should not exist, relationships that are not meant to be, relationships that are harmful, more harmful than helpful to us. So it's very important that as I list these group of people, that you introspect into your life to know if you have anyone in your life that fit into any of these categories. And if you don't, it's very important that you start looking to fit those people in your life. So before I get started, I do want to give a quick definition of what happiness is, or to be happy. Of course, we have the traditional be happy, like you're happy when your crush finally texts you back. You're happy when somebody wishes you a happy birthday, especially if they brought a gift with them. You're happy when you get a call back from that job that you've been waiting for. Of course, those are the superficial definitions of happy, of course. But on a much deeper level, happiness is satisfaction. According to Cambridge Dictionary, to be happy basically is a feeling or showing or causing pleasure or satisfaction. So I'm going to mention the satisfaction. So a deep sense of satisfaction, that you feel complete. Especially if you're going through life, you do want to feel some level of satisfaction holistically, in your body, your mental, your spiritual. You want to feel satisfied, and you need these 5 groups of people if you want to be able to attain that happiness. The first group of person that you're going to need is a cheerleader. A cheerleader is someone who believes in you. The definition of a cheerleader is a person who actively supports an idea or plan and who tries to get other people to support it as well. So a cheerleader is somebody who definitely believes in you. They know for sure you're going places. And this is very genuine. This is a genuine belief in you. You know, it's not awkward with this person. You know, it could be as simple as you saying that you're going to college or you're going to pursue a master's program, and this cheerleader for sure knows that you have what it takes. They're not telling you what you want to hear. They're not saying it because they're not trying to be your enemy. They're not trying to challenge you or whatnot. No, they're actually genuinely believe that they know for sure that you have what it takes to be able to achieve that thing. They support you. They support your idea. They don't just bring you down. They definitely lift you up. They give you criticism, constructive criticism. Keyword constructive. Not just to tarnish your image, not just to hurt you. They genuinely believe in you. That is the first person that you need, a person who believes in you. And it's extremely important that this person is genuine. It is extremely important that this person, every time that you bring an idea, you share an idea with this person, they're not trying to convince you otherwise. They're not trying to bring you down. They're always thinking that you're not good enough for that, or you're reaching too high, or you're doing too much, that they genuinely support you as a person. You don't have to be somebody else. You don't have to lie about what your goals are, whatever it is that you want to attain. And this person genuinely sees the worth in you, and they know that you have what it takes to be able to reach that height. That is the first person that you need, a cheerleader, someone who believes in you, someone who actively supports you, and can even get more people to support you. The second person that you need in your life is a mentor. A mentor is someone who points you in the right direction. It is extremely important that you have somebody who points you in the right direction, not the left direction. You know, a lot of times we have people who we go for advice, but it's also important to know that not all advice is good advice. It is extremely important that you have somebody who points in the right direction, especially if you don't know how to start something, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to get started. For example, you're trying to start a business. You don't have the knowledge to start a business. You've never had a business before. You don't know anyone who has a business, and you don't know where to start. A mentor will point you in the right direction. They could give you resources. They can send you links of things to read, things to review. They can even try to hook you up with somebody else that they know. It could be a business in, let's say, healthcare. And this person is an engineer. They have no knowledge whatsoever in healthcare, but they know somebody who has knowledge in healthcare. They will definitely try to link you up with that person. A mentor genuinely wants your growth. And they care. A mentor is not somebody who has information and they hoard that information and they prevent you from reaching that information. They know that they have information that can benefit you and can help you achieve your growth or achieve your goal, but they hoard it from you because they're scared that you perform better than them, that you become more successful than them. That is not a mentor. You do not want a mentor like that. That is not a mentor. That's somebody who is leading you in the wrong direction, who does not want your progress, and you do not want somebody who does not want your progress in your team. The next set of person that you need in your life is a coach. A coach is somebody who helps you maximize your potential. Definition of a coach is someone whose job is to provide training for people or to help prepare them for something. So let's say you're trying to start this business. Your mentor has definitely pointed you to the right direction. Let's say your mentor was somebody who has no idea about this business, right? But they were able to point you to somebody who does. And that somebody is going to be there for you, to train you, to give you knowledge, the necessary knowledge for you to be able to achieve this growth, this goal that you're trying to reach, right? That will be your coach. A coach is going to provide you with the necessary training. They're going to give you time. They're going to be patient with you. They're going to be with you at all times, making sure all step of the way, making sure that you're able to achieve this goal. You're able to grow from that goal. A coach is not somebody who's always making excuses every time you're trying to get with them, or you're trying to learn with them, or you need information with them, or you message them, or you email them. They take forever to respond. I understand that people are busy, but your coach, and also you may not be your coach's priority, but you can tell when somebody has your best interests at heart. They give time to you. They provide themselves. They make themselves available for you because truly, truly, your growth is their goal. They want you to be able to grow. They want you to be well prepared for whatever it is that they have deliberately signed themselves up for to help you grow. That is a coach, a person who is going to be there for you every step of the way and further prepare you so that you can be able to achieve your goal and grow as you want to. The next person that you're going to need is a friend. A friend is someone who connects to your heart. It is extremely important that you know who your friend is. Me personally, a friendship or the title of a friend is not something that I just dish out. For the most part, I know a lot of people, okay, but not all those people are friends to me. According to the definition on the same website, Cambridge Dictionary, a friend is someone who is not an enemy and who you can trust. Someone who is not an enemy and who you can trust. It is extremely important that a person, whoever it is that you're calling a friend, is someone that you can trust. A person who is not an enemy. It saddens me. It really does sadden me when I see a lot of people give that title of friend to literally anyone. Me personally, a friend to me is someone who you can rely on, someone who is dependable. A friend is someone who will give you constructive criticism, someone you connect to their heart, someone who doesn't give up on you easily, someone who understands that you are human and therefore you're bound to make mistakes and they still overlook it. You know, they're able to forgive you. A friend is someone, if you were to murder someone and go to jail, they'll rebuke the action of killing somebody. They'll reprimand you, but they will not give up on you. Matter of fact, they'll actually understand that your spirit is definitely being shaken right now, and you need all the sports and you need right now. They know for sure that your spirit is low and you need love, you need positive reinforcement, and they will still come to you in jail. They'll let you know that they don't agree with whatever it is that you did, but at the end of the day, you're still a human being. You're still a good person, and it's important that they still stay connected to your heart. That is a friend, a person who trusts you, a person who you trust, a person who is not an enemy, a person who is not in a situationship with you. To me, a situationship is a relationship that is based out of convenience. You know, because I am bored and you're bored and we have nobody else, or we're both lonely, we have nobody else, so we might as well just get together and just BS together. A person who you're always gossiping with and nothing productive comes out from that conversation or from that relationship, that is not a friend. That is a situationship, not a relationship, not a friendship relationship. It is what I call a situationship. So yes, you need somebody who you genuinely connect to their heart, a person you can trust, a person you can cry on their shoulder, a person who is not an enemy, you know, a person that you can share certain things with, you know, certain personal things with. And you have to be careful who you share certain things with, because like I always say, a listening ear is a running mouth. So you have to be careful who you share certain personal information about you with, so that, you know, you don't tell them one thing one night and then you wake up in the morning and your business is all up in the news. You know, you're watching your business on CNN. You don't want that at all. So the last set of person that you need is a peer. A peer is someone who helps you out in a social situation. And according to the same dictionary, a peer is a person who is of the same age or has the same social position or the abilities as other people in a group. So to me, a peer is someone you know. With the peer, the relationship is really not that deep. You know, a peer could be somebody you work with, somebody, your neighbor, somebody you hang out with once in a while. You go to a bar together, you drink together, you kick it together, you know, you smoke together. The relationship is really not that deep. It's not necessarily somebody you lean on. It's not necessarily somebody who has the qualities that you need in order for you to be trained in a particular thing. It's somebody you need to balance out your social life. That is what a peer is. And it's extremely important that you don't confuse a peer with a friend. Again, I see a lot of people confuse people you know with people you call friends. A peer is basically a feel-good person. It's a feel-good situation, not a friendship. A friend is someone you connect deep with, someone you connect in your heart, someone who connects your heart to your heart, a person you trust, you have that kind of closeness with. And it's extremely important that You know that friendship is not something that forms overnight. It takes time, especially considering the fact that we all suffer a level of brokenness. Before you open your heart out and your trust to anyone, it is extremely important that you take your time, to make sure that this is the right person, this is the right thing to do. There's definitely levels to it. So those are the 5 people that you need in your life in order for you to be happy, in order for you to be truly happy. A cheerleader, who is someone that believes in you. A mentor, someone that points you in the right direction. A coach, someone who helps you maximize your full potential. A friend, someone who connects to your heart. A peer, someone who helps you out in social situations. Those 5 people, if you have those 5 people, I promise you, you will genuinely feel happy. You will feel a deep sense of satisfaction than if you don't. It is very important that you make this your priority. I definitely, for sure, I do. Whenever I travel, I'm always, not just when I travel, even here locally, whenever I meet somebody, and the very first time I meet somebody, I'm always asking myself, is this somebody I can take along with me in my life? And when the answer is yes, I try to see where I can fit in any one of these people. Especially a person like me who is very hungry for growth. I am very spiritual. I'm looking for growth. I'm trying to maximize my full potential physically, mentally, and spiritually. It is extremely important that I have somebody who believes in me as a person, who believes in my uniqueness, who believes in my individuality, who is not telling me that I'm not good enough, who's telling me I don't want anyone who's telling me that I have to be like somebody else. I don't want anyone that I feel like I have to walk on eggshells in order for me to maintain a relationship with them, because that is not a healthy relationship. That is a situationship. So a cheerleader sees you for the human you are, and they believe in you, and they applaud you, and supports you to keep growing as that person, to maintain that uniqueness, that individuality, because they believe that you're not some type of mistake. It is also important that you have somebody. It's important that I have somebody who points me to the right direction. As a person who is trying to grow, I'm always constantly looking to grow, looking to maximize my potential. I'm always looking for somebody who can point me in the right direction, because what do I know? A lot of things that I've acquired, the knowledge that I've acquired today is through a lot of try and error. By meeting a lot of the right people, I've been able to network with people, rapport with people who have pointed me in the right direction. And the more knowledge I've acquired, the more I realize that I actually don't know anything at all. So I'm even more hungry for more information, more knowledge. I want to be a wise person. So it is extremely important that I network and meet with people who are knowledgeable, who are very experienced, so they can point me in the right direction, and not people who can point me in the wrong direction. So it's important, while you're looking for a mentor, to have somebody who is knowledgeable, a person who has your best interests at heart, because somebody who doesn't have your best interests at heart will only point you to the wrong direction, or point you to directions that favor them and not necessarily you. As a person who's trying to maximize my potential, I'm constantly looking for a coach, because again, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think any one of us knows what we're doing. We're constantly looking to grow, and a coach is somebody who takes a chance on you, who helps you maximize your full potential. Matter of fact, a coach can even help you discover skills in you that you actually never thought you had. That is a coach. They will take a chance on you. They won't make excuses. They always want to meet up with you, give you their time, their energy, so that you can maximize your potential, because they believe that you have what it takes to grow. And a friend, it is extremely important. Like I mentioned before, it is extremely important that you don't give this title to just anybody. A friend, to me, friendship is sacred. It's an extension of you. Think deep inside of you. This person that you call a friend, do they have qualities that you wish you had? Do they have qualities you think you're proud to represent you? Because your friend is a reflection of you and an extension of you, just as you are of them. So it is important that you find somebody who you trust and you connect to their heart. And again, like I said, this is a gradual process. This is not something that happens overnight. It takes time, because you need to be able to know who this person is, to know if you're compatible, if you have mutual interests, and if you truly connect to their heart. And also, you need to be able to overlook and accept they're human, because at the end of the day, we're all humans, we're all flawed. Is their flaw okay with you? Is their baggage okay with you? And vice versa. a friend. You need a true friend, not a situationship, not a person who is only messing with you because they have nobody else, not a person who is only hanging out with you because they're lonely. And if they were able to have a better option, they would drop you so quick and move on. That's not who you want. And lastly, a peer. A peer, for sure. I know for sure that it's important for me to have a peer, because sometimes, you want to go out. Sometimes you want to be able to travel. You want to be able to drink with someone. You want to be able to hang out with someone. That's a peer, not necessarily a friend. That's someone you hang out with. That's someone who helps you out in social situations. When you want to go to a night out, when you want to go clubbing, it is extremely important that you know where you fit in other people's lives as well, so you can play that role properly. Just like when you're adopting somebody into your life, you want to know where to place them. You need to also know where you place yourself in that person's life, or where they place you in their lives. This relationship may not necessarily be 100% mirrored. For example, your coach, you may not be your coach's coach. And you may also not necessarily be your mentor's mentor. So it is very important that you know where you stand in these people's lives and you play your roles accordingly. But yes, these are the 5 groups of people that you definitely need in your life. I have been blessed, truly blessed, to have every single one of these 5 people, these 5 positions filled in my life. And unfortunately, it wasn't always that case, but through growth and meeting the right people and opening my mind, being open-minded, traveling, I've been able to fill these positions, and it's not that easy. It really isn't. Unfortunately, as I've grown, I've also filled these positions with the wrong people. But just like they say, you have the power to hire and fire whoever you want in your life. You have the power to promote and demote people in your life. That's exactly what I've done in my life. I had the wrong cheerleaders, people who I thought believed in me, but they were actually judging me. It was more so that they would say things in front of me to my face to make me feel good, but behind my back, they would say nonsense about me. They didn't really believe in me. That was a situationship. I had people who pointed me in the wrong directions. I had people who acted like they were helping me, but truly they had no interest in seeing me elevate. Matter of fact, they wanted me to be in a situation where I would always just look up to them and they would always be superior to me. I had people who I thought were friends, but truly they didn't have my best interests at heart. And I had people who I thought were peers, but really they were just using me. It was more so a situationship for them. They were never really interested in me as a person. They never really cared about my well-being. So I've grown significantly, and I'm very proud to say that I have all 5 of these people. And it hurts me when I see a lot of people, especially older people, who don't have any of these 5 people, or maybe they think they do, but then they have the wrong people occupying these spaces. So it's very important that you look for these people. I do think that the people like a friend and coach and mentor, I think these are some of the hardest people to feel. For mentor and coach, YouTube and Google. YouTube and Google are my biggest mentors, my biggest coach. Like I said in the very last episode, I literally cannot think of where my life would be if YouTube didn't exist or Google didn't exist. You'll be surprised some of the questions I type in Google. It doesn't matter how embarrassing it is, doesn't matter how personal it is, doesn't matter how private it is, you'll be surprised someone has asked that question. Even if it's as simple as how do you tie a tie, you'd be surprised. They will point in the right direction. There's someone who is pointing in the right direction, someone who will coach you in how to do whatever it is that you need to do. I've been lucky enough to follow certain people on YouTube that have mentored me since I was a teenager, and I definitely do appreciate those people. They have mentored me, they've coached me, and of course I have some people in my real life right now who have always had my best interests at heart, who believe in me, who mentor me, who coach me, who are friends with me, and who I'm also peers with. I challenge every single one today. If you prioritize these 5 people, you will realize that you will stop caring so much. You will stop wasting your time on some of the people that are not meant for you. There's so many people who are in situationships. You force yourself into people's lives that are not meant for you. The energy is off. The spirit is off. The relationship is off. It is just so sad, yet you keep coming back. That means that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not embracing the people that you're supposed to embrace. You're not meant to get along with everyone you meet. You're not meant to be friends with everyone you meet. You're not meant to maintain a long-term relationship with everyone you meet. It is extremely important that you realize that and graduate from that and gravitate naturally towards the people who are for you. Your true cheerleaders, your mentors, your coaches, your friend. Do not waste your time and life with the wrong people, because you would not grow. You would not truly be happy. You would not truly be successful. You would not be able to achieve a holistic balance in physical, mental, spiritual, because you have the wrong people in your. This is the end of today's episode. If you liked what you heard, please subscribe on my podcast, download, like, and share with your friends and family, and tell them about what I'm about, because I really am passionate about some of these things. I genuinely do enjoy deep, meaningful, thought-provoking conversations, because truly all I want is growth. I'm a spiritualist. I've been spiritual for a few years now, and I'm nowhere close to where I want to be. I'm still growing. There's a lot of try and error. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I'm still growing. But it's very important that I give back to the word and share some of these thoughts, some of these opinions. So if you're a person who is looking to maximizing your spirituality, you're looking to grow as a person, please join me on this journey of growth, spiritual growth. Let's try to figure this out, because I don't even know what in the hell I'm doing, really. I'm growing as a person, but I do believe deep down inside my heart that we're all connected. The human race, we're all connected, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like we are, but we're connected. And I think that the devil is working overtime to make sure that we don't figure that out, so we can remain in darkness. So if you do believe what I'm saying, if you do agree with me, and you're the type of person who's looking to grow, please download, subscribe, share with anyone who is on the same page as you as well. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, download, share, like, and visit my website at www.letstalkaboutus.org. Facebook is Let's Talk About Us with Uche. Instagram is Let's Talk with Uche. And if you want to show appreciation or share your story or share some suggestions or comments, please send me an email at letstalkwithuche@gmail.com. That's letstalkwithuche@gmail.com. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys or talk to you in the next episode. Bye-bye.